Hi, did you know when you have an expanded state of mind, you are on a path of perpetual growth? When you are awake to who you really are, and I'm not talking about having an awakening because we have those all the time, but when you're tuned in and tapped in fully to the very ancient wisdom that lays inside of you, you have the ability to see into different timelines. As you commit or embody this divinity and you start living like the angel that you are, you will bounce in and out of timelines. We've talked about that before because as you tune into desires on a certain timeline, other things in that timeline shift. So basically, it's like you vibrationally work yourself into this new reality, but then everything else in that reality, all the little side characters, job opportunities, experiences, they can change depending how hard you go in on that shift. Like, let's say you decide you want to move to Bali, right? Finally, after being too chicken shit to follow through with it, you are finally listening and trusting. A change like that, though, one that takes facing a freaking blockade of scary giants, because you got to face them in every direction. Inherently, most aspects of your life are going to change. And then you may soon find out that you have two different options the universe has presented you for work, several for where you can choose to place your love. And then there are the different people that you'll connect with right off the bat when you get there. And you'll get to choose who you're going to give your time to. Who will you build with in this timeline? What experiences will you have together? You guys, it's all about what you choose to give your energy to. We have made it so complicated. You've got the power, and your guidance system tells you everything. You connect with a person, your body, your chest, my chest. I always feel it in my chest when someone is being manipulative or when they're just trying too hard. I can always feel the insincerity, but then I can always feel the sincerity too. Do you have that gift? Let me know in the comments if you do. I love to hear about others and how they work with their gifts and how they make their gifts work for them. But, anyways, we can exist grounded in a certain reality by fully being one with the present moment, observing and extracting. I talk about this all the time, guys, because we're like some bomb ass computers. This is science, and I am such a geek for science. I love understanding the power that flows within us. I love the latest, greatest viewpoints of those fully immersed in this work who utilize all the resources that we have in this current time space reality and prove that when we learn how to use the divine intelligence flowing through us, when we learn how to work with the new programs that we have installed on the computer that is us, it starts making life easier. Ever since Abraham started speaking to me, or to us rather, about virtual reality, every time I get a glitch in my system and forget who I am for a minute, an hour, a half a day, because that happens sometimes. Shit, it used to be for like months at a time. I once forgot who I was for like 5 years. I was pretty much drunk the entire time, though. I'm glad I can laugh about it now. But what I am saying is that when I'm momentarily in that space, I just envision myself with that virtual reality head thing on. And I remember that none of this shit is real. The only thing that is real is the world that I choose to create. That's one thing that I've always found really special about past life connections, soul contracts, things of that nature. Because being so connected to someone on a quantum level that no matter how many times you shift realities, they always seem to find you or their energy lingers. Now, what I'm talking about looks different for everyone. It could be something or maybe some distinct direction that you could go in your life that just keeps presenting itself. Whether only an energy or whether actually manifested, it just keeps reappearing. So then we want to ask ourselves, what does it feel like? Does it feel good? Can you envision it and see it unfolding beautifully? If it does, we observe that, we extract that, and then we choose to give that our energy and move forward with that aspect of our experience. And if it shows up the same way it always has, you'll know it's a test. You will know by how it feels when it shows up. And then you decide whether you want to give it your focus. Because the intention behind that focus is going to whip up a whole new reality with that person, place, or thing. And then other things are going to in turn change with it. Maybe your self-worth will shift in a lower direction. Maybe this being a part of your life will cause stress that you don't usually have around you. Will you choose to invite this into your virtual reality? Now, it's beautiful when it feels good, though. When every cell in your body lights up while you embody this new work role, or connect with this new person or person from your past. You feel the goodness of divine timing and alignment in and around your very being, and it feels like home. It feels like you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Conscious thought, breath, and words of affirmation or prayer are without a doubt, in my opinion, all that we need. And then love and gratitude, of course, just go hand in hand with that because they share the same frequency and they just feel so good. And it's like, once you've gotten to this point, all you can do is be grateful. This last couple of years, I have spent so much time crying from gratitude, like a baby, just so thankful for how my life has turned out. So grateful for all the pain and suffering that I experienced in the past. Because learning to transmute that shit through my breath and my intention to focus was the most incredible gift ever. It taught me how to do that, but in the other direction. How to move the energy and use this power to actually get what I want out of life in a particular timeline. And now I'm like so powerful and I'm so humbled by that at the same time. By the way, if you need help with this, this is what I do, and I love to do this. I love working with people during this time when they're truly invested in embodying the God inside of them, giving them that space to learn how to listen to that voice and also the tools they need to be able to tune into that voice. Sometimes we know so much and we see so much working in certain areas of our life, or we have this deep knowing that shit's about to go down. But you're still a little scared because you don't know where you are going. All you know is that you're going the right way. And it's nice to have someone to hold your hand. My teacher holds my hand, and I'm so grateful for that because we're constantly expanding. And sometimes you put in so much work, you find yourself so deep in a whole new world that you know no one. It's nice to have a familiar face. So go to my website. You can book a session with me, or you can go to an upcoming event or retreat. Those are like having several sessions in one. There's a lot of information and space being offered. So find the capacity that aligns with you if you're wanting to administer some change in your life. And the Connecting with Pachamama retreat is coming up. You've only got about 6 weeks to register before plane tickets start getting hella expensive. So pull the trigger on that. This is for a few people here specifically. If you are finding yourself so awake, yet your life is miserable, you should be there. If addictions or attachments are still holding you back, if you find yourself constantly taking 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back, you should be there because there's a block in your subconscious that needs to be removed, and or several. And you can take a week to let the master plants rewire your brain, or you can keep going like this for years. I guess it all depends the price you want to pay for your freedom, my love. You are the director and you choose. But anyways, back to our power. Yum, 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 yum. This scrumptious power that we have to do whatever we want and choose who and what we want to be a part of that experience. That power is special. And oh, I don't want to forget this because it keeps coming up for someone I'm tuned into on this channel specifically. Or maybe it's for a very select small group of people in our collective here. People or things are going to reappear like we talked about. And they will think that they can keep up with you, that they can appear that they can keep up with you, or string you along long enough until they can find the guts to take back their power. So they will be superficial with you. And it can be a little annoying because you feel it. You got to just make that choice and stick with it. You can be kind and superficial back, or you can just turn the other direction and shift your focus. Don't waste energy when something shows up in that way, because that is how energy gets taken from us. We give it away. It's really simple, actually. People just don't want to take responsibility. They want to be the victim. No one can take your energy unless you allow it. This seems like a good space to stop this stream of thought because, like I always say, it can all be beautiful if we allow it. Please like this video if you liked it, because that just makes sense. And it only takes a moment. Thank you. Also, leave a comment. Those of you who do know what it's like to be tuned into me in that way. And I really, really love for us to be able to acknowledge one another energetically. That way we can share in the way that we intended to. Also, thank you all for your support as I continue to grow on this YouTube aspect of my experience. It's so fun, and I love and appreciate all of you. God bless you, and so it is.